For the majority of its existence, Versace has been the dream of one man only. One man who single-handedly held full control over the business and turned it into a giant. In this video, you'll see how it became that very giant. One of the striking features of Versace during its rise to fame was that one man, Gianni Versace, was behind all aspects of the operation, from design, marketing and business management to quality control just a few years after entering the industry. He still entrusted to his siblings Santo and Donatella to manage operations, effectively making it a well-protected, well-oiled family business. When you look at Versace, it's practically impossible to deny that it's a high-end brand. To begin with, the average Versace item will cost you at least a few $100s, and in certain circumstances, tens of thousands of dollars. For example, we looked at Versace's website and saw a plethora of handbags with price tags of $2,000 or more. There have been numerous websites that have featured Versace's most expensive items. In recent years, the world has seen $1,000 Versace shirts and $5,000 Versace outfits. The costs are hard to ignore at all. As you might assume, a higher cost per product leads to exclusivity. If it's more expensive, fewer individuals will be able to purchase it. Another important component for a luxury brand is the number of individuals who own it. The fewer people who own it, the rarer and more desired it becomes. This is certainly the case with Versace, and, like many other luxury companies, it is this sought-after quality that generates the majority of its sales. It's a never-ending cycle that ensures that when a new product is produced, there will always be a customer base eager to buy them. Versace swiftly became a global fashion sensation, mixing luxurious classicism with theatrical creations that defied fashion conventions. Versace designs are one-of-a-kind and inventive, with flashy symbolic motifs imprinted on its items, usually in brilliant hues that catch the eye. It is a brand that rapidly distinguishes itself from the competition, often being seen as daring and unorthodox. As a result, it's no surprise that the head of Medusa, a Greek mythological figure, was chosen as the Italian brand's emblem. Medusa was chosen as the logo by Gianni because she made people fall in love with her and they couldn't get enough of her. He expected his brand and designs to elicit the same reaction. Even inside Versace, there are two distinct labels, each with its own set of costs. Because the Versace label concentrates on the current runway styles, while the Versace Jeans Couture label is a combination of high fashion and streetwear, the Versace label is more expensive. When it comes to purchasing, young people value originality, which is why Versace created the Versace Jeans Couture label to cater to them. Versace's creations have always been unique, incorporating a plethora of colors, prints and sparkle while rejecting any form of traditionalism. Also, the catwalks were always highly dramatic, almost as if the clothing was telling you a tale. Versace gowns were always constructed with new materials, giving them an elegance that made them extremely expensive. These days, Versace goes beyond just dresses, with exquisite jewelry also being part of the company portfolio. They have done interior work for a special edition Lamborghini Murcielago and even an Augusta Westland helicopter. Most impressively, Versace also maintains a high-end luxury hotel chain called Palazzo Versace. These products were carefully designed to continually boost the public perception of Versace as a high-quality brand. Association with celebrities has always been the way to raise the profile of a fashion house significantly. Often, it is the only useful form of marketing available. If a brand is to be deemed a luxury brand, it must be marketed to the world's elite. When you see your favorite actor, socialite, CEO, or musician wearing a product, you instinctively know it must be something unique. We already know that Versace has been a long sought-after label among celebrities around the world, and this is still true today. In 2020, for example, NY Magazine produced an article featuring female celebrities donning Versace's bolder gowns. Surely enough, Gianni and Donatella Versace saw the need for collaboration with celebrities and attracted them. Due to Elizabeth Hurley's black Versace dress, dubbed "that dress" at the time, the company received considerable international attention in 1994. Liz Hurley's sudden ascent to stardom in 1994 was also attributed to the iconic Versace safety pin dress. It's hard to understand the meteoric rise of public perception of Gianni Versace's work due to that dress. These days, Dua Lipa is the newest member of this famous group. Lipa exemplifies the richness and audacity we've come to expect from the label. Photographed by Mert Alas and Marcus Pigott, still it took her years to go from being a fan of the company to being its face. Lipa and her stylist, Lorenzo Posocco, have incorporated Versace hallmarks such as bondage-inspired bustiers, brocade designs, gold safety pins, and other details into outfits that represent her image as a risk-taking pop star. Enlisting Dua Lipa was smart, as she is one of the most popular celebrities of the current generation and can effectively net in young generation buyers for Versace. Gianni and his siblings did all the work until Gianni's untimely killing at the hands of a deranged serial killer in Miami in 1997. Everything needed for production was sourced in and from Italy. After his death, this was maintained. Versace manufactures the majority of its garments products fully in Italy, at every stage of production, or as many stages as possible. Only a few basic products such as denim are imported from outside the country, especially from various Eastern European countries. Manufacturing is also a priority for Dolce & Gabbana, Gucci and Tom Ford in Italy. You know this is a positive indication since you're going to spend a lot of money on one item and it has to last. Many luxury fashion firms consistently trust Made in Italy as the gold standard of excellence. However, if you don't understand Italian, don't live in Italy, or don't visit there frequently, it's often impossible to contact these artists, and here is where non-Italian fashion firms fall short, especially when competing with a brand like Versace, whose roots are deeply established in the country. To maintain relationships with fashion design clients, most Italian factories rely on brokers or distribution businesses. These businesses pass on their fees to designers in the form of exorbitant commissions added to the price of manufactured apparel items. Versace appears to rely on a close-knit system of links and ties to such factories. However, this is not known for sure. Either way, the fees add up to the final price of Versace products. The Made in Italy branding goes beyond Versace, of course, as since the 11th century, Italy has been known for its high-quality workmanship, crisp tailoring and luxury designs, and the manufacturing and export of trendy things have been an important component of the country's economy. Donatella Versace once said in an interview, "Made in Italy means being a leader in innovation and fashion made with genuine traditional craftsmanship. Most consumers always try to look for Made in Italy items, since for them it's synonymous with the best products, materials and craftsmanship." In that same interview, she went on to explain, "In my team, I have tailors that have been with us for decades and are now training the younger ones in some of their skills, like the art of creating a dress from a sketch, embroidery, draping and so on. I cannot even begin to give a value to this richness because it is something unique." She continued by saying that there are very few brands that scream Italy more than Versace. "Italian history has deeply influenced me since I was very young, and it means everything to the Versace brand. This is where the brand was inspired and started in terms of imagery, culture and craftsmanship. Of course, we can't just look to the past, and this is why today and moving forward, we are playing with the new and startling ideas of using the past to create something completely new, reinventing our codes with. One thing is for sure though, Versace will always break rules, will always be daring, and will always evolve." Madame Versace explains it best herself. Versace clothing is known for being glamorous, glittery, and sometimes controversially brash. Being a flamboyant and passionate lady, rather than a conformist damsel in distress, became fashionable. As Elizabeth Hurley once said, unlike many other designers, Versace designs clothes to celebrate the female form rather than eliminate it. The sensual, feisty new form of feminism has become flamboyantly trendy thanks to Gianni Versace. Gianni Versace's amazing creations, a fashion designer, radiated fire and beauty. He sparked and embodied a time when it was fashionable to flaunt one's money on one's sleeve. Versace created memorable gowns to go with iconic individuals. With the support of a few great personalities and a penchant for dressmaking, he ditched uniformity and thwarted flamboyance in the favor of an open celebration of fame, sensuality, beauty, and glamour. Such styles were stuck to by Versace ever since, and the average entry-level Versace designer receives an annual income of $85,840, which comprises a $76,901 basic salary and an $8,939 incentive. Versace's designer salary is $1,125 higher than the national average for entry-level designers. The hiring costs can often be expected to go higher if the designers are Italian. Donatella has effectively brought Versace into the 21st century while adhering to the same ideas, with Versace gowns seen on made-up Hollywood celebrities, socialites and ambitious girlfriends at extravagant film premieres and innumerable award events. The House of Versace will continue to thrive as long as fame and money exist in our hedonistic society. Did you know of Versace's interesting history and why their products are also expensive? And which brands would you like us to cover next? Share it in the comments, and be sure to head over to our channel if you'd like to see more inspiring business videos.